choice. So what type of partner you want in your life for you and your kids, because your kids are very important. Because I see women getting together with guys who, I don't want kids. That's okay. Maybe you have already three, four kids and you don't want more kids, and that partner doesn't want kids. But is he okay having kids around? Is he responsible with the kids? Because it's not like I don't like kids at all. But you're living with my kids, you want to live with my kids too. So I think doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah, it's a thing like with dogs or anything. If the partner is not supportive of what it is that you have and the desires that you have or the things that you already are taking care of, then there's got to be a clear communication of those expectations. I had a friend that actually he kind of went on a date as an interview, and he will straight up ask like, "Hey, what is it that you want out of this relationship? What is it that you want out of a relationship overall?" So he will say, "Do you want kids?" Like straight up. This is like on a first date type of thing, because you have to be clear what it is that you want. Otherwise, you're essentially kind of wasting time, or you're just out there just to have some fun. Whatever it is, it's up to you. But if you are serious about like, hey, I need to find someone, then again, we kind of talked about this. Was it yesterday or Saturday? Set those expectations, set those boundaries. Be clear what it is that you want, so you can communicate it to the person that you're looking at spending the rest of your life with. And don't be afraid. Like if they don't meet that expectation, don't feel bad. Oh, I'm sorry for bringing you to on this date. Just that's you have to kind of do that.
So for some people will say, oh, that's too much if we're dating and you're asking me about all those questions. Like, I don't want to waste my time. So when you are very clear in the things that you want in your life, when you are, let's say you're building an empire, you're an entrepreneur, you have a big vision, like you don't have time to play around with guys or ladies like, I don't know what I want in life. Like, really? I'm building an empire, so I need a king or a queen who are ready to support what I'm dreaming, like what I'm building. But if you're like, I don't know what to do with my life, I don't want to be with you. So we were talking about some guys. Like when I met Rosenberg, he was 19, right? And then a couple months he turned 20. And we started talking, and he was already in the Air Force. So he was 20 years old. I never, ever, 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 ever dated a guy younger than me. I'm 9 months old than him.
She's 9 months older than me.
Older. Only 9 months. But I have never dated someone younger. Not even 9 months.
She's
younger.
a cougar.
No, I'm a cougar. But when I met him, he had the vision. I'm going to be in the Air Force. I'm going to retire from the Air Force. And he was, turn it off, please. That's too hot. He had the plan.
Sorry.
Oh,
it was on top of me.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know.
Oh,
Sorry.
That's why we love Facebook Lives.
Anything can happen.
Everything live, everything happens, so you can see the real life. So when he was 20, he said, I'm gonna be in the Air Force. I'm gonna do a career in the Air Force. He was enlisted, and I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna become an officer by this time. He had the vision, and he was only 20.
Yeah. So Craig actually helped me find my first car when I moved to Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I was excited to be driving to New York. Excited, a little bit scared because it was a 10-year-old car at the time. To drive to New York and just show it to my friends. And that was the first car that Angelica got on. And also the first car that she drove. Well, not first car she drove, but it was the car that she practiced for her license when we started kind of dating.
So, he didn't have money. He didn't have a brand new car. He had roommates, but he was a very responsible guy at 20 years old. So Queen, I don't want you to waste your time with a guy who doesn't have a job and he doesn't know what to do with his life. And maybe he's like, let's. I hear stories like, yeah, I love you. Let's move together. But he doesn't have a job. Like, what the heck? Like, you want me to pay the bills and believe that you love me so much? No, you don't want to live with your mom, so that's why you want to live with me. But you want me to pay the bills.
Boom.
I hear
Straight
the
talk.
stories. I'm like, no, but he's a good guy, and he's looking for a job. Like, for how long? Like, really? What the heck? I know other I know beautiful ladies, so smart ladies, but they don't love themselves. So it's like, yeah, I'm living with my boyfriend and he quit his job and now I had to pay all the bills and now I had to find another job and find extra hours because I had to pay everything.
Yeah. Let me give you a quick warning. Angelica is a straight shooter. She'll tell you things like it is. She won't sugarcoat because we're also keto. We can't do sugar. But she will tell like it is. So if you're ready to hear things like they are, you're in the right place. So keep watching because this is awesome. That's one of the reasons I love her so much.
What about sharing?
And if you find some value in this, go ahead and share it because sharing is caring, and you'll be helping someone out finding their partner in crime, understanding that they are allowed. So you are allowed to set expectations for yourself. As a matter of fact, it is highly encouraged because that's part of taking care of yourself. You are the number one person in your life. You're the person that you're going to be spending the most time with, you yourself. So please love yourself, set those boundaries, set those expectations, find what it is that makes you happy. Because when you know exactly what makes you happy, you can clearly communicate that to other people, and people will know what makes you happy, and you will attract that happiness to your life.
So my recommendation is to dream. Like, what's my dream partner, and write down those characteristics. Like, if they want kids, let's say you want kids. If you want a pet, if you want to travel, because I know couples is like, no, my husband doesn't like to travel. He doesn't like I heard this lady. He doesn't like to travel, but I love to travel. So I had to pay for everything so he can come with me. I was like, what the heck? He will be at home, my darling. Oh, you don't like to travel? I'm not going to spend money on you. But you see, there are some guys that they just want to be with you because you help them pay the bills, because they're not responsible as a king to take care of you. So they need a queen for them to survive, because they're not able to survive by themselves and they're not able to provide for a family. I was like, darling, I think you need to find a different partner. Like, what the heck? But he's okay. Okay, she paid for all the excursions, for the airplane ticket,
yeah,
for the hotel.
All of a sudden, I actually do enjoy traveling. He just doesn't like to pay for the travel.
Oh, no way. And what else I have here? Okay, so this is the way. I think someone told me this, and I was like, I never thought about it. Like, your marriage, your partner in crime is like a business partner, because I don't know where I found that, and I was like, interesting. You know why? Because you're getting married. I don't like just, and we're just meeting together. No. I want you to say, I love you. I want you to be my wife. And I want you to be the mother of my kids, if that's the choice. I didn't want to have kids, so we don't have kids. And I want to live with you forever. I want to build a legacy together. Like dreaming, I want to have 5 kids, and I cannot imagine when they have kids and we're around with the grandkids during Christmas. that vision, if you like that. But not a guy like, and let's live together and see what happens. No, you're not serious about me.
Yeah. So in that same aspect, although I have seen it many times, when you're building a business, you don't say, let's just build this and see what happens. No, because you putting in, resources, you're putting in time, you're putting in money, you're putting in all of this love and compassion towards the project. You're not just gonna go ahead and let's say let's build this and see what happens. No, so the same way, that's why people keep relating business and a relationship. Use as an analogy because you want your business to last. You want it to live a legacy the same way you want with your marriage. Your relationship. You want it to last. So somebody's asking, what are you eating, Angelica?
Green beans, spinach, and chicken.
Yeah, so
and it has a little spice.
So it's the grilled chicken with cream spinach. Like she said, she also has some green beans and the spiciness. The cream is heavy cream, Greek yogurt, ghee, ginger. That's where the spiciness comes from. Coriander, cumin, turmeric, garam masala. So it's like this is like an Indian chicken and a cream spinach.
Ooh, I love Indian food. If you like Indian food, drop it in the comments. Drop it like a hot because it's delicious.
So Shasta, thank you for asking. And you weren't asking what I had because I just ate it. I was hungry. I had the chicken and broccoli with cheesy cream, broccoli and cauliflower. So it was good. But yeah, so come into a relationship with an open mind, but also with the expectations. You can't like just go in with an open mind. Oh, I'm here with this relationship. See what happens. No, the open mindedness comes in the part where if things don't work out, you have an open mind. Like, okay, I'm gonna go find someone else. I have the opportunity to find someone else. That's the open mindedness. Don't go into like, no, this is the guy that I need to start dating and be with. No, if he doesn't meet your expectations, if he doesn't meet the boundaries that you're setting, if he doesn't bring you happiness, or if she doesn't bring you happiness, then move on. Move on to the next one. Let it go.
So for me, it's very important for my partner in crime to believe in God. And I know women that they date guys like, I don't believe in God. Like, what the heck? So my God is my number one priority.
Yeah.
And he knows, hold on, and he knows if he changes his mind about God in a year, 6 months, we're done. That's how I am. I'm very strict with my values. Like, I'm not gonna live with someone who says, I don't believe in God. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can be around me.
So that's a great point. And we actually covered this in a course that we developed and a guide that we have. And we talked about values being essentially your compass. Your values is what's gonna tell you where you need to be going. It's like a GPS. If something doesn't shive with your value, like doesn't track with the values that you have for yourself, because you want to have values for yourself, your core values, then it should not be part of your plan, your program, your process. Like she said, if you value God, if you value Christianity, and you find someone that doesn't believe in God, then it should not be part of your plan.
Can you imagine? No, he's gonna change. I'm gonna show him that God exists. I have faith. A miracle is gonna happen. And then you marry him, and then you have kids.
Right. So let's talk about valuing family time. Valuing the family. If you find someone and the person says, "Oh yes, family is one of my values. I value family," but he spends more time at the gym, more time golfing, more time with his friends, more time with anything else that is not family, then that person doesn't value family. A person that values family is there for his family or her family every step of the way. in everything that they do, because that's what guides them. So
So going back with God, and you giving a chance to this guy, because I see a lot of women like, no, I give him a chance to quit alcohol. I'm gonna give him a chance to quit smoking marijuana. I'm gonna give him a chance to believe in God. And we got married, and we're being married for.
oh yeah, and here's one thing before she moves on: you cannot push people to do stuff, to change and things like that. They have to do it on their own. They have to already, if they're gonna change, they're gonna change on their own. One, and if they need to change, then maybe that's not the person that you're looking for. If at the moment where you start to date, or even as you got married and went a year or two and you found out that this person was only making you believe that that was their value, then talk
because
about it.
People lie.
Yeah, a lot of people lie.
People lie.
They want to be part of that relationship, so they'll lie. I don't know where you were going. I'm sorry, I distracted you.
No good. So when you are, because I know you're gonna give that partner in crime a chance to change, but after 10 years, no change. You are miserable. Period. So is that life? No. Why you have to give a chance to that person to change in a marriage? No. You had to do it before. Like, if you want me to be your girlfriend, if you want to have a relationship with me, you have to do this before you enter to my space. So that's why you had those boundaries. Like, I was very strict. I don't want a partner who smokes, like, regular cigarettes. That was a no for me. Mm-hmm. I don't want, he said, I just smoke, when I'm in a party, social environment. No! That's my boundary. I don't want to smell cigarettes. Ew! I have PTSD with that. I don't want my partner to smell a cigarette. I don't want him to kiss me with the smell of cigarettes. Ew! So respect your space. Why you had to allow that person to do things that bothers you, that brings bad memories. Like, why you're gonna accept a guy who is not polite with you? Oh, he cares all the time. I met him like what? And you're gonna say the F word and the SOB. In my house? No, you're gonna talk to me like that, and then my kids are gonna listen to that vocabulary? No way. So what are your boundaries? What you want from that partner? I got excited.
Hit it. Somebody loves the serious Angelica.
I'm very serious.
And like I said, going back to those values, and again, we cover this on a course that we do called the Transformation Challenge. And values and intentions go kind of hand in hand, because once you have those values set, the boundaries, what it is that you want, sacrifice something for, then you can set your intentions on how you're going to move towards maintaining those values, like actually doing things based on those values. Like say, if you value your family, then you're gonna work towards creating the best memories with your family, having the best things for your family, having a job that allows you to spend time with your family as well, or setting up a business because you want to have more time with your family. So a lot of people out there say, yeah, I value family, but then they go out and have 2-3 jobs. I understand you might need that financial, you might need to get some money, but there are ways out there for you to still enjoy family time and bring income. So do not sacrifice, again, going back to the value, you cannot sacrifice something for something else. If you want family time, you cannot be sacrificing going to 2-3 jobs to sacrificing your family time to bring money. You have to be clear that you can find other ways to do that, to bring money and still have family time.
You know, it's different when you're, because you know, in the military life, it's like I'm in service and I had to deploy to go to Afghanistan for 6 months. But you know, it's a commitment, right? And then when your husband, your wife came back, it's like, okay, now we're gonna build our relationship back. We're gonna have quality time because there are certain jobs that require that. But it's not like, sometimes I know people like they're workaholic, like they don't want to be at home, they don't want to take care of the kids. I prefer to have a second job, I prefer to have a third job. Like, why am I going to marry a person like that?
So what does that tell you? It tells you that that person values work,
but not me and my kids,
or values money more over, you know, the family.
It's different when we're doing a sacrifice. We're sacrificing because we need to buy a house, we need to save this money, that's why I have another job. But it's not like, to be honest, I don't want to be at home with my, I heard that, I don't want to be at home with my wife and my kids.
And my screaming kids.
Like,
yeah. So
why you had sex? Why did you have so many kids? Be responsible.
So sacrificing, it has to be an agreement when you're gonna sacrifice things in your relationship. You cannot be sacrificing out of selfishness. Like, no, this is just what I want, you know, because then again, you're not. There's no value there of like the family time, the marriage, things like that. You have to be in agreement. Like let's say, hey, let's sacrifice. Like right now, we're doing a 90-day run, and for our business, and we're like focused. Like this is part of being focused as well, is making sure that we come on here and provide you some value. But just spending a lot of time down in the basement working in her studio, well, I'm up here taking care of the rest of the house, taking care of the dogs, going grocery shopping, washing clothes, cooking,
dishes,
and dishwashing, and all the other stuff. And I'm currently like got hurt last week, my lower back, and she's been hurting her shoulders, frozen shoulders. But we're sacrificing this period. Like we're not really going out much either, because we're focused. We want to achieve something. We want to help a bunch of people get their health back.
And have healthy bank accounts.
And have healthy bank accounts.
Not in red.
Yeah. So we're focused on this because this is what we want to do. This is what we have built our lives for. We don't really have to be working. We have a stability. We have time freedom, all those things, and we could be living in another country right now, enjoying the things that
the weather, provides. Not this cold weather.
Yeah. But we're here because we've been called to help people bring healthy back, and that's what we're here to do. And whether it's in relationships, whether it's your bank account, whether it's your physical health, your mental health, that's what we want to accomplish here. And we're working together in this, and that's why you have to set those expectations. If you're gonna sacrifice other things like going out, vacation, other things like that.
Like for us, we're at home. You know, I'm working and he's supporting me, but we still have time, quality time, to build our relationship. Not it's like, oh, I just see you in bed and we pray, and no, we have time to eat, we have time to hug for other things, and we have those moments with no cell phones, no social media, no distraction. It's just us. Not even the dogs.
Yeah, like, no dogs. I was about to say
that. Not even dogs allowed. It's just us. But you see, because we value our relationship, we value our like being together, and then we talk about our future. We talk about the things that we want to do, but because we are connected to that level. I know couples that they don't talk about the future, they don't spend time together, and they're living in the same house. So what's the point?
And things could go south real quick. As a matter of fact, we do have a moment in our relationship where things were going south. We've been talking about divorce. I brought up the idea that there's certain things that we had not really talked about as far as career goes. she was really excited about something that was going on in a previous company that she was working with, and I was in a point in my career as a military member that had some opportunities, and there was a disconnection, and we talked, and I talked to her about. I mentioned the fact that, hey, I don't see myself with you next year. I don't know what's going on, and she took that as I want a divorce, which it could have. Yeah, you could take it that way, but we didn't like immediately dropped everything and say, all right, well, F it. Let's drop this marriage right here. We had 17 years in at the time of marriage, and now if your relationship is not a good relationship, maybe you say, oh yeah, maybe we won't be together this coming year. We're growing apart. But if you value your relationship and you know that things have been going well, that there's just something that is, stopping you from moving forward, and then have a break, stop everything you're doing, and focus on building that relationship. Whatever gap you have, build that up, bridge it so that you can maintain your healthy relationship. And that's what we did. We went to counseling. We talked about it.
Professional help, not pretend that you can do it yourself.
Which we tried for probably about 3 months, 3 or 4 months. We were going to the Bible app and looking at some devotionals about relationships, and some of those were working. They were helping us have more conversations.
But we understood they were not enough.
Right, that was not enough. I was a little hesitant about going and talking to someone. I think you started talking to someone.
I was going to the psychologist.
But I was been hesitant about it. Kind of sort of because of also the stigma behind seeing professional help in the military. But if you're in the military, please go see someone immediately if you're having mental issues, because you want to do that.
So we realized we need professional help, and I said to him, like, if we don't find, like, we're not gonna fix this together because we don't have experience in marriage. We don't know what to expect next. We need someone who are neutral.
So let me clarify something. We're not gonna fix this by ourselves.
Yes.
Together we are gonna fix it.
But we don't have the experience, so we need that professional in our lives to guide us. Like, oh, did you see this? Can you come to in the middle,
common ground.
Like, but we needed that help, professional help, and voila, we're here. Because for me, I value my marriage. I value, like, we've been together for all this long, and we have built all this,
and it has been a really good relationship,
a good one.
There's
I was like, we need to find professional help, like, for peace of mind. Let's say he's like, no, I don't want you on Angelica. I don't like Angelica Powers. I don't like to go live in 4 platforms. Like, I don't like to be famous. I have 90,000 followers on Facebook. I'm like, what's going on in my life? I don't have idea. But maybe he could say, no, I don't like that life. But, let me be to have, like, peace of mind. Let's go to a professional so I can do my part to save the marriage. But if at the end you're not satisfied, and then you realize, yeah, he's not my partner in crime, she's not my partner in crime, we try, but we say goodbye in a good way, and then you are kind of healed. You know what happened with your relationship, so you can be good and ready to meet someone else. But when you don't heal those things, you don't talk about those things, you bring that garbage to another relationship. So for us, thank God we had the professional help. We resolved everything, and we're here 21 years. This year is 22.
Yep. And based on that experience, what we learned, we continually assess our relationship. We continually talk about, are we still on the same path? Is our vision as a couple still the same? So if you're just tuning in, what we've been talking about is how to find a partner in crime. And one of the things is setting expectations and boundaries, having a clear vision as a couple where both of you are going, and working together to build that. Also, um, not wasting time with someone that, again, going back to the vision and the boundaries, not wasting time with someone that is not in the same path as you want to be, or doesn't value the same things that you value, or similar things at least, or respect those values, so that's what has been working for us, and being able to assess that consistently is what continues to move us forward in our relationship.
So that way you can be happy, because having a partner in crime is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
When you tell your partner in crime, say, hey, I want to be a millionaire, and he's like, yeah, baby, let's go, we can do it. But what about if that partner in crime doesn't support you? Or you could say, I want to go to school and become a hairstylist. And then your partner in crime, no, you're crazy, you're too old. Or no, I don't think you can do that. Like, what type of partner you have in your life? So that's why you had to assess that person before opening the door, before you open your heart. It's like, no, that guy doesn't have my vision. He doesn't want to have kids. He doesn't have a stable job, and I don't see that he's doing good things. Or how many times, like, yeah, I'm gonna quit smoking, but no. Oh, I'm not smoking the M thing every day, is every other day, so I'm changing. Like, excuse me? No. If you don't want that in your life, it's like, no, you have to be zero. Like, no. Or alcohol. No. If I come from a alcoholic family, and I'm dating this guy, and he's drinking and drinking and drinking, and he invites me to his house, and the refrigerator is full of beer, the garage is full of beer. Like, do you want that in your life? No way.
Yeah. So if you can't find someone like that, then yes, be with yourself. Like Patricia's saying, you could always be single.
But that was my plan.
But you have to be okay with you being single. Be okay with understanding yourself, with loving yourself. Because you still need to have that connection, whether it is with someone else or with yourself. But have that connection. It's very important for your humanity, for living, that to have that compassion, that love, all those things that sometimes we find, from someone else. But it's important for you to have it by yourself as well.
Like because I have my list with all the characteristics for this partner in crime, and I'm very picky. I was like, I think it's gonna be impossible to find that person, but voila, he was there. But I was ready to be single. I was like, I'm not gonna suffer. I'm not gonna waste time with someone. I'm gonna build my thing by myself. And if I find that person, I'm gonna allow that person to be in my life. But I don't want anyone to kind of to stop me and my dreams, or play with my dreams, or play with my feelings. No, I was determined. But I see a lot of women, I don't want to be single, I don't want to be alone, so I'm dating this guy. What the heck? You're wasting your time. And then
but then it goes back to loving yourself.
And then I tell these ladies, while you're dating this guy and that's not the guy, you're not letting the right guy come to you. Because when there is a guy with values and they see you with another person, they're not going to come to you because, oh, she has a relationship. So you're wasting your time. It's better to be single, darling, available. And then you do the interview. Okay, no, you don't complete my things. If you want to have a chance, this is what you have to do. And if they really love you, if they want to be with you, they will say, yes, I'll change. And let me show you. It's not like stalking. No, let me show you. I'll do it for you because I love you. So that's part I love myself. I take care of myself. And no one is going to come to play around, baby. Here? No way. Anything else?
No, I think that's it. So start with loving yourself. Make sure you have clear expectations of what it is that you want to find in a partner. And that, again, that kind of starts with loving yourself, because when you know what it is that makes you happy, and you know what makes you feel lovable, then you're gonna expect someone to you're gonna know how to find someone that does that for you. Um, what was the other things? Um,
Like respect your time.
Yeah.
Like there's no time to waste with someone who doesn't qualify to be with you. Period. Like you are a queen. Period. Don't let little people come to you and play around and waste your time.
Yeah. Make sure you understand what it is that you value, and that you find someone that values either that or respects your values.
Last thing, because there's a lot of guys that they're looking for a mom. They're not looking for a partner. It's like, I want a mommy so you can cook and clean and take care of me. So be careful with those guys. I'm looking for a mommy, a younger mommy.
Yeah.
And maybe let's have sex, but I want a mommy. Take care of me.
You need to find a king, someone that supports you in all aspects.
Yes. Okay. I think we're done. Thank you so much for sharing dinner, lunch, whatever you are, or breakfast, who knows. And feel free to share everything you find on my social media. Sharing is caring. Someone needs to know about these boundaries, about this clarity to find that partner, so they don't waste time. Be single and happy, but be married and happy, because happiness can be in a marriage.
Yes.
Baby, you have to have clear relation.
Yes, Connie, congratulations. That's right.
Oh, Connie, almost there. Is tomorrow your surgery? Let's see. Keep me posted. Okay, so we're here in TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Thank you so much for all of you tuning in. Thank you for letting us be part of your journey. This is Angelica Ortiz with Angelica Powers.
And Rosenberg.